What time is it? What time you go around there and play? What time? Yeah, I'll come out there.
You want to go with me now? Because I'm ready to go play some games.
Where?
I'm going to come play at your house when I decide.
I'm in the middle of a game.
Oh, you better get in. Okay. Well, just call me when you're ready.
Well, basically, I'll be ready tonight.
Well, when tonight?
After you finish playing Cold War.
That's what I said. Did you want to come after I finish playing Cold War? You talking about before? I don't know what you're talking about. So I'll come after I finish playing Cold War. Okay.
Bitch, is a killer. That nigga push.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Sam off. Ready.
2nd and 13. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Patterson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
31's the mic. Hey, Orbit. 31 there. Be a long day. That's gonna be a long day. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Hey, switch gears.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Yo. Hey, exit. Yeah. 31's the mic. Coming this way. Here we go. Hey, lock it. Check three. Switch. Look, squeeze. Shit.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Patterson. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And there he goes again. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That punt returned 69 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That's the second touchdown return of the game. And yes, we're only in the first quarter.
How about that for a start? So he's on pace for 8. You think he gets there?
I don't see how. But right now, he's got to like what he's getting done.
And he likes it. His team loving it. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Patterson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. On the return, Harris.
Go now, 50, plant. Protein spell. Go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now Benjamin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. The Bills have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Room here to run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. I'm trying to collect. Go, go.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Let's go, let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think
He's by himself. Keenan Allen past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 82 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Hey, echo. 49 the mic. Look at me. Go on, go on. Check, check, check. Check.
Second and 15. And this is Parker, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Check 26, check 26. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Smith, 36. Go, get it.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
18 Gator.
On first down, Patterson going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as they are able to cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
On the ready.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Recon, 152 fighter. Rock it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. right, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 24. Check 24. Yo, go, go. Now.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
You got tight right there. Do 61. Match box 5.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
X3. 218. Jump.
On second down now. It's Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Go, go, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, Foxtrot. Look at me. Zipper. Switch up.
To throw on third down. Patterson. He's got his man. It's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Out. Rock it.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. There goes a deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Alpha.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Yep.
They'll set up a throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 37, check 37, 49, check 49, check 49. 80 weapons.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Carson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ready, ready. 50, plant. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill. Go. Hit it.
To throw on second down, Patterson. But his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And logo. Hey, tight down. There you go. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Go on. Lucky. Hey, Orvin. 49. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second and long. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Looking to throw. Patterson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is Howard on second down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, and you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
FYP. Hey, 2017 shit. Yeah, man.
Let's go now!
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
49, look at me, zipper! Mike, 49! Mike,
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
defense wins 66, pull it high. Check 50. Get it.
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 87 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hard. Rush in. Go. 25 to Mike. Put up. Ready.
From the gun, Patterson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Patterson. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Let's see if he kick it ill again. Let's see if he can go for it. That man, screaming like a motherfucker. Go for it. Back to man.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey! 31's the mic. All day.
Is he doing my play?
Fair. Kill. Be grip.
On 4th down, Patterson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ain't too soft. Hey, dude. You think you gonna get this? 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, snap.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, lock it.
They'll look to throw here. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Looking to throw. Patterson. You cannot write these guys off. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, box drop, go. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, let's get in that hole. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever.
152 fighter. Hey, wahoo!
49 to Mike. 149.
Go.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Steve Griffin.
They'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Come on, baby. Hey, Delta. Yeah.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
31 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Bravo.
31 to Mike. I'm here all day. 31 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
Fight.
Back to throw. Patterson looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go.
From the gun, Patterson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Stay with
Look at me. Zipper.
Go.
On fourth down, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Got it. 2. Black 52. 52's the mic. Now. 2.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, exit. You got to be ready. Don't be scared. Look at me. Door. Hit it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Off the play fake. Patterson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Can't believe they let you play. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey!
Check the call, check the call.
Go!
25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic. Here we go. Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic. Hey, D-line.
Topper! Hey, zoom. Yep.
Motion.
Off play action. Patterson. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Echo. Hey. I'm here all day.
Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25.
Big grip.
On 4th down, Patterson. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
On the ready.
49.
Now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete to Hill. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Just waste time, bro. Niggas say they GD, but don't know what it's still for.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Rock it. Go. Hey, Foxtrot.
We're going 25 to
Shoot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
I thought of no signs.